He clapped Lucas's cheeks for 1 hour straight and then left a massive load of cream pie inside of Lucas. Lucas was jailed for 15 years. After being sentenced, he got on his hands and knees in the courtroom and begged the judge not to send him to prison, but the judge didn't care. She just looked at him with an angry face and said, "Lucas, you are going to prison whether you like it or not, and there is nothing you can do about it. You can't gamble your way out of this one." And that's when 2 court guards came out of nowhere and handcuffed him. As Lucas was being escorted to the prison van, tears fell from his eyes onto the floor as he was finally starting to accept the fact that he was going to prison. Lucas was a problem gambler who lost everything. He wasn't satisfied with losing his entire life savings in casinos and betting shops. He felt that the casinos and betting shops cheated him out of his money, so he took matters into his own hands to try and get all the money he lost in gambling back, which resulted in him going to prison for 15 years. He was once a married man and had 2 beautiful children along with a beautiful wife. He had it all: house, car, a good job, but it just wasn't enough because he wanted more. He wanted to have the same lifestyle as the guys he followed on social media. To Lucas, his current life was normal and boring. He wanted the fancy supercars and huge mansions so he could show off his lifestyle to his friends and family. With no business skills at all but desperately wanting to get rich, Lucas turned to gambling as a quick way to become a millionaire. The night before placing his first bet in the casino, he watched a movie where a gambler made millions by using this simple trick. What the gambler did was triple his bet size on the next bet every time he lost a bet, causing him to win overall. If he lost a single bet, he didn't really care because all he needed to do was add 3 times the amount of money on the next bet, causing him to win his losses back while making a profit. After watching that movie, Lucas thought to himself, "I've found the holy grail of gambling." He also thought, "Why isn't everyone else using this great method?" But then he also thought maybe they are using the method but just not sharing the secrets with anyone else. He thought he had discovered the secret trick to beating the betting shops and all the casinos, so for a week straight he went from betting shop to casino trying to make millions, only to lose everything. Instead of making money, he ended up losing his entire life savings. One day when his wife was out shopping, she tried to buy some new clothes but her card was declined. She thought it was strange because something like this had never happened to her before, so she called the bank to report their systems being down, only to be told by the bank's customer service agent that the bank's systems were working fine. The agent then told her the reason her card was declined was because she had no money in her account. After hearing the news, his wife nearly fainted, but once she got home she confronted Lucas about the money and he told her everything. He admitted he spent all the money they had in betting shops and casinos trying to get rich. He told her he will get help, but the next day she told him she was divorcing him. They ended up selling the house and splitting the profits, which Lucas then gambled away in more betting shops and casinos. Broke with no job, no money, no family and no home, Lucas was angry and wanted revenge on the betting shops and casinos that stole his money. He blamed them for his sudden misfortune. This revenge attack which Lucas carried out was the reason he is now doing 15 years in prison. During his first couple of weeks in prison, everything was going well. He didn't think about gambling at all and thought to himself, this is a way for me to get clean so I can finally get my old life back. He no longer wanted to be a millionaire, but instead he just wanted a good job, a house and a car. He just wanted to live a simple life and be a good father to his children. In prison things were going well for Lucas because he stayed out of trouble and just focused on becoming a better person, but one day everything changed. Lucas had just finished lunch and was on his way back to his cell when a guard approached him saying, "Lucas, pack your bags now because you are moving to another wing. You have 10 minutes to pack, so be quick." Once Lucas was all packed, he walked with the guard to his new wing, but once he got there he was shocked. This new wing had 20 roulette tables with inmates constantly placing bets. This new wing was a full-blown casino and was a gambler's paradise. Once Lucas got settled into his new cell, his cellmate Sonny walked in and introduced himself. Lucas asked Sonny, "How is a casino allowed to be on this wing?" And that's when Sonny sat Lucas down and told him everything. He told Lucas the wing is run by Italians, with the boss being a guy called Mario. He then told Lucas that Mario was the smallest guy on the wing at just 5 foot tall, but he ran the wing with an iron fist. He even controls the guards, which is probably the reason why you are here. Mario gets the guards to check your permanent prison record to see if your crime was gambling related, and if it was, then the guards will bring you to this wing. Sonny asked Lucas, "You are a problem gambler, right?" Lucas replied saying yes. Sonny then said, "I thought so, because this is where they bring you to bleed you dry." Lucas asked Sonny, "How is this wing even allowed to operate without being shut down?" Sonny then laughed and said, "Ex-inmates have been trying to expose this place for years, but no one would believe them. Let's be honest. If I told you the prison I went to had a full-blown casino on the wing, would you believe me?" Lucas then thought about it and said to Sonny, "You're right, I guess I wouldn't believe you either." While walking to his cell, Lucas noticed all the cell doors were open and asked Sonny, "When do the cell doors shut?" Which Sonny laughed and said, "Shut. They never shut, so welcome to Las Vegas." The prison doors are open 24 hours a day on this wing, and you are allowed to gamble as much as you like. Inmates are allowed to move freely around the wing, but just can't leave the wing until they are released from prison. The Italians who run the wing accept these payment methods: cryptocurrency or noodles and tuna. Sonny then told Lucas, "Anyone who walks around wearing booty shorts also sells their booty to fund their gambling habit." Lucas then looked at Sonny and saw he was also wearing booty shorts too, and with a shocked look on his face took a step back away from Sonny. Sonny then smiled and said to Lucas, "Yes, me too." Sonny then said, "I came to prison thinking I would kick my gambling habit, but being on this wing has only made it worse. I'm renting out my booty every day just to fund my gambling habit. Most days I lose my money, but I just can't stop gambling. If an inmate on another wing wants some booty, all he needs to do is contact a guard on his own wing and they drop him off here. The guards are paid a delivery and return fee in cryptocurrency, which is like a bonus to them because Mario also pays them a set salary too, and remember, they also get their normal salary as a prison officer, so these prison officers are making serious money." The inmates are then dropped back to their cells once they are finished clapping cheeks. The guards make more money working for the Italians than they do in their normal prison officer job, so they are happy for the casino to continue. Mario and his 5 Italian henchmen then walked into Lucas and Sonny's cell, greeting Lucas by offering him 10 free bets, which Lucas declined. He told Mario he is no longer a gambler and wants to focus on getting his life back together, so when he gets out of prison he can make something of his life and be a good father to his children. Mario then told Lucas, you better be quick because my offer is only valid for today only. Mario then said to Lucas, welcome to Las Vegas, as he walked out the cell with his 5 Italian henchmen. Sonny then said to Lucas, I'm getting that feeling again, so I have to go and gamble now. Speak to you later, as he ran out the cell to place some more bets. Lucas thought to himself, is this really happening? Am I in some alternative universe which allows gambling in prison? All sorts of thoughts were going through Lucas's mind as he sat on his bed, hearing the noise from all the gamblers placing their bets. The noise just got louder and louder as he tried his hardest to not go out and gamble like Sonny and the others, but after 10 minutes he just couldn't resist and went to find Mario. Lucas said to himself he will only place 10 bets, and once they are finished he won't place any more. Once he found Mario, he then asked him if the 10 free bets were still available, which Mario laughed and said of course they are, my friend, with a massive smile on his face, and as a bonus I will also give you 10,000 free credits. Lucas then thought to himself, is this guy stupid? He is giving me 10 free bets plus a 10,000 bonus. I'm going to take this Italian midget to the cleaners. So once Lucas got the bets, he went down to the gambling area where he could win all his gambling losses back. He thought, once he made his money, his wife will definitely be with him again and he will get his family back. Once Lucas got on the roulette table, he couldn't stop winning. He had made a profit of 20,000 in just 20 minutes of playing. Mario came over to congratulate him as he said to Lucas, well done my friend. He then offered Lucas 10,000 more credits as another bonus, but Lucas declined and said he didn't need any more as he was on a winning streak. Lucas continued to play till the early hours of the morning, but this time his luck ran out and within 1 hour he had lost everything. He then remembered Mario offered him another 10,000 free credits, which he declined before, so he thought to himself if he took the free credits now he could win even more money, which would enable him to pay back the original credits owed, plus he would make a nice profit. So he asked one of the guys on the roulette table where Mario was. The guy then pointed and said Mario is in his cell. With a smile on his face, Lucas walked over to Mario's cell with a friendly smile on his face. Once he got to the cell door, he walked in and saw Mario with his back turned to him looking out the window, so Lucas asked if he could have the 10,000 more credits that was offered to him before, but when Mario turned around, something was really different about him this time. Mario now had an angry look on his face while saying, no, you are not getting any more free credits from me because you already owe me 10,000. Mario then asked Lucas what happened to the original 10,000 credits he gave Lucas, which Lucas replied saying he lost it all. Mario laughed while asking Lucas how he was going to pay him back, and that's when 2 of Mario's henchmen grabbed Lucas as Mario shouted, how will you pay me back, woman? Lucas now started to feel scared as he said, Lucas, I will work for you. I will be one of your henchmen like these guys. But Mario started to laugh while saying, do you think I want a woman like you working for me? As he laughed even harder, Mario then went in his drawer and took out some booty shorts and threw them over to Lucas, saying, put these on. Lucas knew what wearing booty shorts meant and said to Mario, hold on, I can't put these on because I'm not gay. And that's when one of Mario's henchmen slapped Lucas and said, you will do what you are told, woman. Lucas now had tears running down his face as he put the booty shorts on. Mario started to smile again and took out a mobile phone and took a picture of Lucas wearing the booty shorts, which he then used to send a mass message to inmates and guards all over the prison saying, this woman is half price but only for today. Within 10 minutes Las Vegas was filled with over 50 inmates from other wings roasting and all waiting to clap Lucas's cheeks. Mario's Italian henchman grabbed Lucas and took him into a spare cell next door and then called the customers to queue outside the cell in a line. Lucas screamed at Mario's henchman saying, get off of me, leave me alone, let me go, as they ripped off his trousers and then pinned him down to the bed so he couldn't move. Lucas was now bent over on the bed with his knees on the floor. Lucas looked at the cell door as his first customer walked in. It was a fat, white, smelly guy called Bob from another wing who was doing 35 years in prison. Bob walked in the cell with the biggest smile on his face saying, I'm roasting, while he got on his knees ready to clap Lucas's cheeks. Lucas then shouted at Bob saying, get away from me, can't you see they are forcing me to do this? He then said, I don't want to do this, help me. Bob just laughed and said, I know they are forcing you to do this, and this is the beauty of taking your cheeks, woman. Bob then said to Lucas that he pays to clap guys' cheeks who don't want their cheeks to be clapped, so a guy like Lucas was perfect. As Mario's henchman continued to hold down Lucas in the cell, Bob unzipped his pants and slammed his tings straight into Lucas, and Lucas started screaming for his life. His screams could be heard around the entire wing, but no one cared. The line of guys outside waiting for their turn started cheering on Bob as Bob continued to clap Lucas's cheeks. Lucas was crying as he begged Bob to stop, but Bob didn't care and just told Lucas to scream louder as he liked it when he screams. Bob clapped Lucas's cheeks for 10 minutes until he couldn't hold back any longer, and that's when he cream-pied Lucas. He then got up with a massive smile on his face and said she was good as he walked out the cell. The next customer who walked in was a big black guy called Purple who was at least 7 feet tall. Lucas was sore after Bob had finished with him, but when Purple unzipped his trousers, Lucas saw his giant tings and started to cry because Purple was huge. Lucas thought to himself, this guy's going to rearrange my insides. Purple then got on his knees and showed no mercy as he hammered his tings inside of Lucas. He clapped Lucas's cheeks for 1 hour straight and then left a massive load of cream pie inside of Lucas. Lucas was now crying and wounded. Purple then got up and the next guy came in and started to clap Lucas's cheeks, and the show just went on. In total 50 men clapped Lucas's cheeks in just one day. Lucas was so broken that after a while Mario's henchman just left him on the bed because he was too weak to get up, so they no longer needed to pin him down. Once the last guy finished clapping Lucas's cheeks, Mario came back into the cell with a massive smile on his face saying, Lucas, my friend, you did a great job today, woman. Mario looked at Lucas's face, which was full of cream pie, and then looked on the floor and saw a massive puddle of cream pie with some dripping out of Lucas. Two of Mario's henchmen then picked up Lucas and brought him back to his own cell and then threw him on the floor. Mario then said to Lucas, "You are now my property and you will work for 10 years to pay back your debt." He then said to Lucas, "Get some sleep now, because in the morning you will have more hungry customers waiting to turn you out." Mario then left and Sonny came in the cell, seeing Lucas on the floor injured. Sonny noticed Lucas had on booty shorts too and said, "Oh no, not you too." He then asked Lucas how many men was it. Lucas said it was 50 men. Sonny then said to Lucas, "Mario's entire gambling operation is not real. All the roulette tables are rigged and they are cheating." Lucas then said to Sonny, "You knew they were cheating all this time, but you still let me play and didn't even warn me." Sonny replied saying he is not allowed to tell anyone, because if Mario finds out he will have his henchmen delete him like they deleted his old cellmate. Sonny then said, "Why do you think this bed was free?" Lucas in shock said to Sonny, "If you know the roulette table is rigged, why do you continue to play?" Sonny then replied to Lucas saying, "I'm a gambling addict. I can't help gambling everything away. Even though I know Mario is cheating, I still play, hoping one day I will get lucky and win. The entire operation is a scam to get inmates into so much debt that they can't afford to pay Mario back, and the only way they can pay him back is if they rent their cheeks out to other inmates." Lucas just laid on the floor thinking to himself, "What have I got myself into? What am I going to do? How has my life come to this? I can't believe I am here. I can't believe I just got turned out in prison."